Hey everyone. I'm actually going to start doing videos on this channel. Never have. Been through a lot the last few years, and with the experience that I've learned, I think I actually have a lot to offer now. Not that I didn't have anything to offer before, but I've learned an incredible amount. So, this journey started about 4 years ago. I was on a heart monitor. I had a low pulse, high blood pressure. Back then I didn't check my sugar, but my blood pressure was whacked out. My heart was acting weird. I was overweight. Everything was pretty horrible. So I decided to go on keto with my wife, clean keto, and I started losing weight, but nothing else was changing. My joints that I was hoping would get better, my pains in my knees, hips, just everything. I didn't have any motivation. I was tired all the time, tons of fatigue. So keto was working for her, but it wasn't working for me. So I decided to try something else. So I'm looking online to see what else that was out there that might work. I found a Dr. Baker, and it was a Carnivore channel. You know, and he just sat there with this huge knife cutting up the meat, and I'm like, oh, sounds like a heart attack. But at this point, I used to sit across my wife and tell her she was going to be alone soon because I was going to die. And I really, honestly, even to this day, believe I would have if I didn't do something. I'd sit across from her, turn pure white, and just almost pass out. And this went on often. So I decided to try it, and I did a lot of bacon, hamburger. I didn't do too much steak back then. And salt and water. And the weight started coming off even faster. Back then I started out in my 240s. And I got all the way down to 178, but the difference is all the pains in my joints went away. I had a bad hip from bowling. I tore the tendon in it, and that started feeling better. I could run again. I could jump off the wall out back, 6.5 foot wall. I haven't been able to do it for years because my knees and hips hurt so bad. Life was good. And I kept going with it. I don't even know how long. I can't even tell you how long. I didn't keep track because I was just so excited about feeling better. So what ended up happening is I said, you know, I'm doing so good, I'm just going to have one day of eating like I used to. And that'll be good. I'll be all right. That one day turned into 3.5 years. I've been bouncing back and forth with the diet. On the diet, off the diet, on the diet, off the diet. So I'm not going to suggest anyone to do this, and I'll tell you why. I worked myself, because of doing that, right into pre-diabetes and diabetes 2. You know, tons of sugar, tons of cholesterol, tons of sugar, tons of cholesterol, just bouncing back and forth. And I got to the point where the fatigue was worse than before. So when I first got off the carnivore, I still felt good. What ended up happening was over time, everything slowly started coming back. Everything started slowly coming back. And I got to the point where I was just where I was before. My hips, my legs, my shoulder. And one of the big things was I had no energy. Literally, I was worse than the last time. I said, I got to do something. So I went to the doctors and did my blood work. That's when I found out, less than a month ago. So keep in mind, this is less than a month ago. In my mid 230s. Keep that in mind. That I was pre-diabetic, diabetic 2, whatever you want to call it. And that, for some reason, woke me the hell up. And I said, instantly, that's why my toe won't heal. This is why I feel this way. This is why I feel this way. This is why I can't do anything I want. So I said, all right. And from that day, I have been on faithful carnivore. It's been, right now, today's the 21st day. When I had the blood work done this last time, it was on the 19th day. Well, guess what? I lost 5 points off my A1C, excuse me. I lost 5 points off it in 19 days. Or actually, yeah, 19 days. All my blood work's turning around. My heart's good. My blood, my red blood cells, my white blood cells, everything is reversed. Everything is turning around. My immune system is back up. And this, I'm not saying this, I'm going by the blood work. So all this stuff is just changing. And now, today, I'm 202. I was a couple pounds lighter, but yesterday I decided to binge and have a nice bacon and egg omelet with a little bit of aged cheddar because it's a hard cheese. And I had 2 steaks. Oh, such a beautiful meal. Anyways, it did me good. Yeah, so I gained 1 pound, which I ain't worried about. But it wasn't because I went off the diet, it was just because I ate a little extra of the diet. See, when I first started the diet, which is now to me is a way of life, it was hard. I didn't want it. Because I wanted the flavors, I wanted the colors, I wanted the fun stuff, the potatoes, the rice, everything. So what happened was hearing diabetes made me think about it a little extra hard. And I said, no, this ain't worth it. I see people that go through diabetes and the problems they have and, you know, what it can do to you. No, thank you. So now it's not even a concern. I've gotten my points down and they're going to go even more. I'll probably get another 5-6 points off the next 4 weeks. But I'm already out of the worry zone. So, and I'm lighter. I'm motivated. But there's another huge part to this. Mentally. You don't even know you're in a fog until that fog is gone. I literally had no clue I was in a damn fog. And I've been struggling with bowling for the past year. Oh, let me go back a little bit. I know it's going to bounce around. So another thing that happened, which I know now is because of the way I was eating. Anyone that wants to look into dieting or their aches and pains or their arthritis or any of that stuff, or flexibility, you want to look up oxalates that are in the food, the vegetables, the fruit. Okay, you want to look up oxalates. Okay, it's almost impossible. I'm going to do a video on them down the road, but they are what's, you know how when you hear, oh, it's just because of age. No, it's not. No. So I've been oxalate dumping since I got on Carnivore 21 days ago. I passed over 110 kidney stones, and I've been getting them out through my eyes. Now all of a sudden I'm done dumping, which means my system's clear of oxalates. What a difference. My flexibility. I can take my arm all the way across my back now. I couldn't even get around the side. Okay. That's how stiff my joints were. It's all oxalates in the tendons and muscles. So, I almost ran off the road. So, oxalates is something big that I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on. But first of all, if you get on Carnivore, you're not going to have to worry about oxalates. So, wow, this hill is steep. It's just constant. I couldn't do this hill before. This is the first time I'm actually doing it. There's no way I could walk it, and I'm walking pretty good clip. That's good. So here I am, 202 pounds losing every day. Within a month, by the time I'm on Carnivore for 30 days this time, I'll be in my low 190s. Some of it was slow because of the sugar. But I notice as my blood sugar goes down, I'm good. I was actually stalled on losing weight. Ooh. I don't want to slow down, it's good for you. So now another big thing that the blood work backs up. This is interesting. I've always had asthma. Okay. And I got told back in 2020, COPD, which is irreversible, right? How about wrong? So the carbon dioxide that's in your lungs is what you can't get out as you're breathing. And that's what COPD is. That's why people go on oxygen, because your lung capacity gets smaller and smaller. Well, I've noticed in the last 20 days that my breathing's getting deeper and deeper. And I was thinking in my head, this is getting rid of the COPD. Well, the blood work shows that the blood cells that carry the carbon dioxide out are doing their jobs. So that means my lungs are clearing themselves again. How the hell is that possible, huh? Yeah, I got a bowling tournament today. If I bowled one day a week, okay, we would bowl 3-4 games, and then I would go to work. And I would have trouble because my knees are stiff, my hip, my arms, I had trouble mopping. Alright. Now, we bowled twice this week. I bowled yesterday. Went to work, did fine. I'm doing a tournament today and I feel like $1 million. So, this is something that could not have been done. Even 4 weeks ago. Wow, I made it all the way up that freaking hill. Cool beans. Got myself a new walk. Now I'm at the top, my breathing's going back to normal. It's not. Before I would have to stop 5-6 times. Guaranteed. I'm telling you. And the things I've learned about carnivore, about osculates, about everything. And I haven't learned it by just listening to other people. I'm going by experience because I went to carnivore. I got really good. I fell off. I went all the way back. And now I'm back again. So I'm talking from experience. I know what changed then. I know what changed back. And I know what's changing now. And I'm telling you, carnivore works. I'm 58 years old. I'm very active. We own a cleaning company. I landscape. I have a garden because my wife cans everything. She does. She's still on keto, so she can eat some of it, which is good. She's losing weight herself. She's doing good. She's always been able to do keto. I haven't, so I'm very proud of her. So here I am at 58. Now I'm going to go bowl today for the 4th time this week, which don't even affect me anymore. Matter of fact, the weekend before I bowled 12 games in a row. But I'm 58. I throw a 16-pound ball now. I went up from 15. Okay. Anywhere from 17 to 21 miles an hour. 400 to 500 revs. And I kick ass. And now I don't even get tired from it. Before I was barely bowling with a 15-pound ball. Couldn't even hit the side of a barn because I was so freaking exhausted all the time. But my mental clarity was fogged. And without your head in the game, you can't bowl. That's just the way it is. So, I'm going to go down here today and I'm going to be throwing. I'll start out probably 15, 17 miles an hour. Because it's at Lang's and there's a longer house shot. I use the most aggressive balls there are, so you really got to stay behind them. That's how I like it. So, anyways, here I am, 2nd time on carnivore. This time it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And I'll never go back. See, I quit smoking years ago. For 3 years, and I went back for 10 years. Once I quit again, you'll never get me to smoke again because I learned that one cigarette, there's no such thing as one cigarette. I quit drinking many times. And I just realized, no, there's no such thing as a drink. Well, I never went back to drinking. It's been 28 years. It's been 10 years, almost 11 for no cigarettes. And now I've learned I can't go back and have those fun foods, not even for one day, not even one meal, not even one bite. And I'm good with that. And I'll never go back. And the reason that I won't go back is because now I've turned it over to my Lord, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. I've learned that I can't do it. But with his strength, I can. Just like with the smoking, just like with the drinking. So, I'm in such a good place right now. But I do have to get going because I got to get home so I can get ready for the bowling. I got the balls in the car already, but just got to get everything touched up and yeah. So this is just one video of many. I just wanted to give where I came from and where I am, and I'm feeling so blessed. God didn't turn his back on me when I turned my back on myself. That's a blessing. So anybody out there, you know, you're sick of the tired, achy muscles, the stiff joints, the pain in your hips or your knees or your shoulders. I mean, I had tendonitis in my shoulders and elbows at the same freaking time all summer. And I bowled that way for 5 months. I went from a 232 average down to a 198. But anyways, not anymore. Can't believe my gut has just melted down. I haven't even started the workouts yet. I walk and that's it. My strength is already improving. I remember throwing a 15-pound ball. It was like freaking trying to throw a mountain. Now a 16-pound ball, I'm overthrowing it. But it is what it is, but they don't have any bigger balls, so I can't go up anymore. So, anyways, I'm going to turn this video down and do one more lap around the pond. Yeah, I'm back at the pond now. So, please, everybody, just if you're having problems, which if you're on the American diet, I know you are, but you think it's because of age or you think it's because of this or that, no. I've learned my muscle, my body's healing itself better. My flexibility is coming back. My strength is coming back. Everything's coming back, and all I'm doing is carnivore. So, everybody, just be good to yourselves, and I will do more videos, and I'm definitely going to do one on osculates. That is the big one. All right. Everybody have a good day. God bless.